Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be working. This is a BMW. Is 2018. This is an X1. So today we're going to replace our battery. So our battery is in front over there. So first things first, you just come right over here and then you open this right here. Just jam it twice, and then this thing will just pop up. When you come to the front, you just lift up this thing. So there's no hook holding it up. So once you do it twice, this thing comes out. So our battery is going to be right over inside here, and today I'm going to take you through the procedure of how to get it out. What I'm going to do, take you through the process. Is to take out this bracket, you take out this 10 millimeters, and then next we take out this air filter housing, and then once this comes out of the way, and then we can get access to the battery right from straight over here, and then we just pull it out. So let's begin. So you get a 10 millimeter, just make sure it doesn't fall down. They have something like you just pick it up, just pick this one to up, just like that, and you can put them on a nice place. Once that is done, you come right over here, you just push this thing in, and then you just lift this thing up. It just pops like that. Once this comes like that, you can just put it on a nice place. Once that's out of the way, you come right over here, you just take this wiring harness, kind of like a point of connection over right here, you take it out, and then next, and then you have this kind of connector for the air mass sensor. So you just pry it from here, and then you disconnect, and then this thing just pops out like that. And then you can put it on the side, and then the last part of this is just open here. You can either use a flat Phillips just like this right here, or if you don't have it, you can just use a 7 millimeter. So for my case, I'm going to use a 7 millimeter socket. It's 7, hope you guys can see, and then you just come right over here. Once this thing is loose enough, we can just remove this 10 millimeter. This is the last one. And then be careful, we have some brittle hoses right over here. So next we just lift this thing up like this. It should have some hooks down there. You just lift them from side like that. Just disconnect from right over here, and then this thing comes out like that from there, and then you have this space all to yourself. So next we come right here, we have a connection right over here. We use a clip, we have to remove that clip, and then next we have here is an 8 millimeter. We have to take that one out. We also have another 8 millimeter right here. You have to take that one out, and then lastly you have to take this panel. There's a cowl thing, and then for this you have to disconnect right here. We use a clip, and then this thing is just going to come out. So to begin, we just take out this seal, you just remove like that, let it come out, and then we come right over here, we take out this clip, we just remove it like that. This one comes out without a problem. Then we come to this other side, we do the same. We just take out this clip, just remove it like that. And then this kind of cowl cover, we just put it like that. We just take it from top right here, just run color like that, and you can take this out. You can just pour it out. The next thing I didn't point out is right this here. We have another clip just on the corner. It's going to be for this bracket right here. So we just take it out. Just take it out like that. Should come out like that without a problem. So next we come to this 8 millimeter right over here. Then we have this one right over here too. Just take them out, make sure they don't fall down. Right over here and here. And then this bracket is going to come out without a problem. You just take it like that, it just comes out like that. You put it in a nice place. Next we take out this one too. We use another bracket. you just take it out and then you put it on a nice place. So next we get our 13mm. You just come right over here, you just take it out, and then next there is another 13 right over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You just bring right over here, and then you just open it like that, and then you get them out. So this is out of the way. Next we get our 10mm. We remove these two right here, and then we remove this on this other side too. So we take out this right over here, and then this thing will be able, and then this 8mm. So we come right over here, and then we remove that kind of connector, write it out like that. Then we get our 8mm right over here, we take it out. Well, next we take out this cover from here, and then we come right over here. Take out like that. Then the last part, you can leave this one inside because this thing is not going to fall out. So you just slide this thing out like that. It just comes without a problem. So it exposes to us our battery. So what we do next is we disconnect this right over here and then right over there, and then this battery just slides in forward. But don't forget, we have to take out this 13mm from right here. So we come right over here and we just take out 13mm, and then this bracket comes out. You can just take it out and then put on the side. Just put on a nice place. And then next we remove this kind of connector right here to the battery on the side. You just put on the side. And then we have our 10mm right here, and then we have our 10mm right here. We just disconnect them. So I just come right over here. I disconnect that right there. We just come right over here to the front. Disconnect that like that. So you can begin by this right on the rear. You just lift it up. So you just disconnect. It sticks out like that. It just comes from there. Just put on the side, and then the front one, you just do the same. You just leave this thing like that, and this thing just comes out from right over here. So next thing, you just slide this battery forward. It just comes without a problem. You just take it like that, and the battery just comes like that. And then what you do, you just lift it up like that, and then it comes out without a problem. So we have our battery right here. So the space is right there. So just putting back, you just slide it. I see other people just putting like straight from the top. It's a lot of work, so it's easy to just take out like that. And then next, what you do, you get your new battery, which you have, and then we can just install it back. So just bring it over there, and then you just slide it in all the way until it hits the end, and then you can just take your negative terminal. You can just put it all the way. Same thing with the positive. You can just you can just connect everything all the way. Make sure it sits well. Alright, another thing which you should also pay attention to, make sure this thing is locked in right here. Make sure you have this thing like locks in. Just make sure it goes in like that, and then this thing is going to sit well. So when this thing sits well, this one will just go in without a problem. Then you take your 10mm, you do everything in reverse. So, make sure all these connections are okay, nothing just gets out of the place. Make sure everything stays intact. Next, you take our connector right here, you just slide it in, and then next we put in our bracket. Not sure, you can just tighten that. sure all that goes in like that. Next, I put back our bracket. The last part is to put our bracket in the back. Make sure this bracket sits well. It's kind of like a groove it has to go through. Make sure it goes all in there, and also clean this area because it gives you some good time to do so. It's really important. Make sure this thing is under here. Don't let it come on top because water will start getting inside over there. So this thing has to be right over there. So lastly, make sure you put back these clips for here and on the other side. You come like that and you just make sure it locks in. Next, make sure you put this right here. You connect the seal. Make sure it goes across the right places where it's supposed to go to. Right that. And then we finish with our this engine air filter right here. So lastly, make sure this thing goes in first. Make sure it starts from right over here. Then make sure you watch out over here, don't break anything. And make sure it just goes inside there. There's some hooks down there. Make sure this thing goes in there. And make sure this thing locks in there well. It goes all the way. And then once it goes like that, and you just bring this thing around. And then put our 10mm right over here. And then we come right here. You just take our connector for the ammo sensor. Don't forget that. Make sure you lock it all the way in, just like that. And then bring our wiring harness thing right here, and then make sure it locks in like that. And lastly is what we normally put on front right here. So you bring this front inlet duct, and then make sure it just aligns well from right over here. It aligns well here, aligns well here, and then you lock it like that. So once you lock it, this thing just snaps here and then locks it from here, and then you should be good to go. So you take the 10mm nuts, and then you put right over there. So once all this is done, one last step which remains, which I know some people might miss it, is to we have to register our battery to the car. So I'll take you through the steps. So you can use whichever tool you have, maybe Snap-on, maybe BMW Rain Goal. We go inside, we do the rest from inside. And then lastly, you just start your car. And then you connect your computer, whatever it is. Mine, I'm just using a Snap-on tool. So let me go ahead and proceed. So this is a US vehicle. So this is a BMW 2018. So we just go down to the engine area. You just click on engine, Press continue. So you just come to functional tests right over here. You just click on it. You come to special functions. Let me see if this thing can zoom in there, and then I'll lock it in there. So you come to special functions, and then we just come down to battery replacement. You just click on it and then register a new battery. You just say yes. For correct charging operation, battery must be the same capacity, blah blah blah. You say it's an AGM. Say continue. This cannot be cancelled. You say continue. Engine is on and engine is off. So you just turn your engine up. You just put it on like that. Just make sure the engine is on, it's not running. Then what you do next is say continue, and then so mine is failed because the car was running, so I have to do it again. So battery, register new battery, continue, reset complete. So once that is done and it is successful, it's a reset complete, and then you can just exit. Alright, so that's how easy it is to register your battery. So once that is done, you should be good to go and enjoy your drive. Alright, thank you for watching the video. If you have any question, you can leave them in the comment section, and then I'll see you in the next one. Alright.